Tell you what, how will you kill a cow? How will you kill a cow? You're a natural meat eater. How do you kill a cow? You're a natural meat eater. You don't need to use weapons. Lions don't use weapons, do they? Exactly, but they're natural meat eaters. But if as a natural meat eater, yeah, exactly. But as a natural meat eater, you shouldn't need to use guns or knives because you could kill the animals yourself naturally. No, because if you were a natural meat eater, you're not the ultimate. You take a lion on, fight a lion. Who's the ultimate predator?
Mate, I've got a gun. That's the
no, but you can. But that's a device. Yes, but you are not a natural meat eater. The word natural means nature. You're not a natural meat eater because you're using guns.
I'm an omnivore. I eat both.
But you don't have to eat both.
Yeah, but I can.
But you don't have to. But you don't have to. I can eat a dog. I can beat up a child. Just because you can do these things doesn't make it moral to do them.
Yeah, no, I'm not like. No, you've gone on completely different. You've gone on morals now.
Yeah, okay. So how do you morally justify killing an animal that doesn't want to die?
How do you know it doesn't want to die?
But no animal wants to die.
Can you speak Spanish?
No, but can you?
Holy shit.
But all it takes is simple logic. All it takes is simple logic. If you inflict pain on an animal, they avoid pain. They don't want to have pain inflicted upon them. They have a preference to live their life like you and I do. What right do you have to take their life from them?
It's how the world works.
It's not how the world. That's not an answer. How do you morally justify? How do you morally justify killing an animal that doesn't want to die?
That's how it works. Like, honestly,
Yeah, is that a moral justification?
So, no, the human species
Yes.
eats meat.
They don't have to. How do you morally justify taking the life of an animal that doesn't want to die? That's not true.
Economic business structure.
Yes, it is, but that doesn't make it moral, does it? But it doesn't have to be that way. No, it is changing. This is why we're here. I don't know if you are, but the world is changing. Nando's have vegan burgers, GBK's got vegan burgers.
They still sell meat.
Yes, but they didn't used to have vegan burgers. They do now because the world is changing. Because there's a demand for it. Yes, but there's a demand for vegan food because there's more vegan food, more vegan people come into existence.
I love vegan food, yeah?
Okay, great.
But like, it's not going to change.
It is changing. Yes, but it's changing. It is changing. So, but why?
People are still going to eat meat.
Yes, but people will still eat meat, but the world is changing. What moral justification do you have to take the life of an animal that doesn't want to die?
How do you know it doesn't? Like, how can you?
An animal doesn't has a preference to live their life. All animals, dogs, pigs, cows, chickens have a preference to live their life.
Okay, so what's more important, a human life or an animal?
Irrelevant.
But like, no, we eat meat. Yeah?
You don't have to eat meat. You don't have to do it. People in China eat dogs.
I choose to, yeah, and that's one of my life.
So if I choose to eat dog, is that moral?
If it's killed humanely, yes.
How do you humanely kill an animal?
Like either you slice its neck or you bolt kill it.
What does the word humane mean?
No pain.
The word humane means having or showing compassion or benevolence.
Because you can be respectful when you kill an
You
animal.
can't respectfully kill an animal if they don't need to die.
I've killed many animals.
And you didn't respect them when you killed them, did you?
No, you can't tell me that.
You can't respect. You cannot
respect.
respect an animal if you're taking their life from them unnecessarily.
No, you can't tell me I didn't respect their time.
So
I love animals. Like, don't get me wrong, I love animals.
But you
yeah?
kill them.
I'm a farmer.
Yes.
I have utmost respect for animals.
So, but you kill them.
Yeah, for my living.
So I have the utmost respect for dogs when I kill them. If someone rescued dogs from a shelter and killed them, would you say that they loved them?
If the dog was in pain, yes.
But the animals you kill aren't in pain. You kill them unnecessarily. You don't have to.
Okay, so you're saying that I can't make a living?
You can make a living doing something else that doesn't involve killing innocent animals. Why? Why?
Why should I? Like,
Why should you? Why should an animal? So why do you think that you have the right to take the life of an animal?
Because the human race goes like we eat meat as a whole human race. Yeah?
But we
eat
don't
meat.
have to.
Important.
Well, take a child to
Educate
a slaughterhouse then. Take a child to a slaughterhouse, let them see a cow being killed, and tell them that that's normal.
No, it's horrible. No, I agree.
So it's horrible.
Hang on, yeah, it's horrible.
Right.
But it happens.
But it doesn't have to happen. It doesn't have to happen. It's horrible because it's wrong.
There's a market for
It's
it.
wrong.
And when there's a market
Yes.
for it, it's not.
But
gonna
most
stop.
of these people won't kill the animals themselves because they don't think it's right.
Like, I'm sorry.
You ask.
Mate,
You do, but you're an exception. Most people
not an
here
exception.
won't kill animals.
Massive worldwide market.
Yes, but most people here in Britain won't kill animals themselves because they don't think it's right. What animals do you farm?
I farm horses. We have sports horses.
Okay.
We have sheep.
Yep.
And we do arables.
But the fact that you farm these animals isn't natural in the first place.
Small scale, and they live in beautiful lives
Until they die. Mate, I don't doubt that you look after your animals. I'm not saying you're a bad farmer.
You just said I don't respect my animals.
But if you kill them, you don't respect them.
But you've just said
what I'm saying to you is you may well give them a good life, but you kill them. The only reason you look after them is because it's profitable to you. If those animals didn't make you money, you wouldn't be looking after them.
Well, no, I would, because I've got dogs and I don't kill them, do I?
Exactly. Why don't you kill the dogs?
No.
Why don't you kill the dogs?
Because they're pets.
But what's the difference between killing a sheep and killing a dog?
Sheep aren't pets, man.
But that's only your perception of them. But the only difference is. But why does the dog get to live because culture has told you that they're a pet? What's the difference?
Because I go by culture's norms, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm a normal person.
But okay.
I don't want to be one of these out there.
It used to be culturally normal to have a slave. Slavery was culturally normal. But would you have said,
it's disgusting.
Right, just because it's culturally normal doesn't make it moral.
These are people that you're talking about. These are people who are you and me.
Yeah.
They're on our level.
They're alive. They feel pain. That's all that matters to me.
The first thing sheep try and do when they're born is kill themselves. I'm sorry, from being a sheep farmer, all they do is try and kill themselves.
How?
They get stuck in
So
fences,
how did sheep survive? So how did sheep survive for
things.
thousands of years?
I think you're pretty naive. Like, honestly, I think you're very, very, very naive.
No. What's naive is thinking that animals are here for you to kill for an unnecessary reason. Okay. That's what's naive. You don't have to kill animals, and you don't have a moral justification to do so. You don't have to do so.
You're saying drop something that your family has done for generations.
Yes.
Well, a guy did recently. He gave away £48,000 worth of cattle because he was vegetarian. He inherited a farm, and he felt the remorse and the guilt.
No. They got to go to a sanctuary. They're in a sanctuary. They're in a sanctuary.
He didn't sell them. He could have got the money. He could have got the money.
What a lovely chap.
Yes. What a lovely chap.
And
what's going to happen to those cows?
They're in a sanctuary. Yeah, they'll live until they naturally die, like we will, and like all animals should be able to.
You can actually farm other things. What about organic vegetables? What about vegetables?
I'm all for organic farming.
Well, farm them instead.
Yeah.
Do you not think the planet is dying?
It's not sustainable anymore.
The planet is dying. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we can cut back on the meat we eat. I think it'd be a great idea if we seriously cut back on the meat we eat.
But why stop there? But why stop there? Why stop at cutting back? Why not go vegan?
Because the human species is an omnivore, yeah?
Look, it's irrelevant where we don't need it. That's the thing. We've already established we don't.
Want meat,
we don't need meat. We don't need it. People don't need it. Like Buddhists or Hindus are not eating meat for thousands of years. They don't need it. None of us need it.
Well, at the start, the human species.
We evolved from apes that were plant-based and maybe ate like some termites or something. So the original beings we evolved from were vegan. We began eating meat when we needed to for necessity. Well, it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. It is because we don't have to. We don't have to. You don't have to put a non-human animal on the same pedestal as a human. You don't have to do that. All you have to acknowledge is that the life of an animal is worth more than your taste. And if you acknowledge that, that's all you have to do to understand why you should be vegan. You don't have to say a sheep is worth the same as a human. It's irrelevant if I believe that. You don't have to. Mate, you can go living your life thinking that you're superior to non-human animals. That's fine. You just don't have to kill them.
Oh, is there? Oh,
that's it.
God, I'm
But you can make a living elsewhere. What we need is subsidies from the government to go to helping people transition. It's not going to happen. That's what we need. But we can work together to make that happen. Because you want to make money in the future. The world is changing whether we want to admit it or not. And you yourself said that people need to reduce their meat consumption. So if people go by your logic, that means you will still be losing out on business. So what we should be doing as vegans and as farmers is working together to create a world that exists for both of us. And that world is a world where you can farm, but you farm vegan plants. So we get to eat vegan, we get to change the world, help the animals, save the environment, and you get to keep your job. That's why the subsidies need to go to people like you to create a vegan farm. Not yet, but we can get there.
Our subsidies came from.
Yeah, I know. But I'm saying, but we're not against you. But what I'm saying is we're not against you inherently. What I think you do is wrong, but I do not think you're a bad person. And I want to see a world where you get to keep doing what you're doing without harming others. No, we come at opposite ends of the coin, but inherently we want to see the same world. The world where you get to live and still do what you're doing, which is farming. But the world where these animals are having to pay the price for that life.
I can see what you're saying.
Thank you.
But I can't see it changing.
It is changing. It is changing. And I don't want you to be in a situation where you're without a job and I don't want that to happen to you. And I'm sorry we're in a situation where people feel under pressure because they feel like they're going to lose their money and stuff.
I'm a realistic human being. I know what's got to be done.
Realistically, we can live in a different world. It may seem scary and it may seem like a big drastic change from what we have now, but realistically, it is possible.
Remember that? Yeah.
It's possible. It's possible.
Very nice to talk to
It's good to. The thing about this is the only way that we change is through having discussion with each other, right? And even though we might not always agree with one another and it gets heated, we can disagree, but it's good to talk. And I appreciate you talking to me. And I'm sorry for being angry, but we're passionate.
Yeah, no, it's a very passionate subject.
Yeah, it is.